What's going on, guys? This is Restless Corpse from VirtualBromance. This is day 24 of 365 games, and in day 24 I'm playing Cave Story Plus. Now, I played Cave Story so long ago that the copy that I had was titled in Japanese. I don't remember what it was called. I think back then it was free to download or something like that. That's why I got it. I played it for a little bit, and then I kind of set it aside. But recently I bought Cave Story Plus off of Steam for the summer sale, and playing through it again. It actually is really fun. It's another one of those Metroid style games. It's got kind of a quirky little story. As you can see here, I have some kind of puppy on my head. I haven't quite figured out what to do with that, but I'll get to that later in my playthrough, I guess. It's a fun game. I like how your weapons level up and become more effective as you gain these little triangle things that pop out of the enemies, and when you get hit it lowers that, and you can like level down your weapons, so you have to kind of maintain the not getting hit or killing things to get your weapons back up, and it really does make a difference for like the damage they do and the effectiveness and stuff. I like the exploration. It again, it reminds me of Metroid, and everybody, like I said in yesterday's video, everybody loves Metroid. So it's a cool game. It's got a weird story with these Amiga things, and I haven't played a whole lot of it, so I don't quite have the full story. But there's a couple things I want to talk about today, and gaming related. And the first one is I just found this out today. I don't know when the story was actually like broken or whatever you call it. Soul Calibur 2 HD Online. Now, I tell a lot of my friends this, and none of my friends have actually ever played Soul Calibur 2 on the arcade. I'm really excited about Soul Calibur 2 HD Online because, in the article that I read, it didn't say whether this mode was going to be included or not, but in the arcade version there was Conquest Mode. And Conquest Mode was pretty damn awesome. Basically, there were like either 3 or 4 territories, countries, I guess. I think there were 4. And what you would do is when you first of all, someone had to beat the arcade game to unlock it, and after that was done, you could choose Conquest Mode. When you choose Conquest Mode for the first time, you would like name your character. You would choose which character you want, and you give it a name. And as you played through Conquest Mode, what it would do was, I think there were like 8 rounds, and you would choose a territory to attack, and you would play through the game normally, in the just 8 matches. I think it was 8, could have been 10, I don't remember. It was back in like 01, 02, but what you would do is each time if you made it through all of the fights, then you would take over a percentage of that country or territory, and the goal was to take over the entire map, and then it would reset and everybody would start over. But the coolest part about it was that the AI would learn the way you fight, and this was I think the first arcade game I ever saw that did something like this. It would learn the way you fight, and when you weren't around and other people were playing, if they attacked the country that you were affiliated with, there was a chance they would fight your actual character, and it would fight the way you fight when you're playing the game. I was working at a movie theater at the time. I was managing a movie theater in Ohio, and there was it was in a mall, and there was an arcade next door, and I was friends with the person who ran the arcade, and she would run over every time I came over and just give me a shit ton of credits, and I played the hell out of this game. I spent my break playing it. I would go there after work and play it, and it got to the point where on the leaderboards I had the #1 spot, and I had the #1 spot by over 1,000 kills on the #2. So, and my character's name was Ziggy, and it was Mitsurugi because Mitsurugi's the shit. And it got to the point where, like, I actually met. I was playing the game. I was off. I wasn't, you know, I wasn't wearing a suit or anything. I was there. I was wearing a leather jacket. It was awesome. And I noticed that there was a crowd gathering behind me while I was playing this Conquest Mode. And I could hear them like saying, "Oh shit, that's Ziggy," and they were all watching, and they were, you know, seeing me just tear the shit out of all their little AI dudes. And I actually became really good friends with this entire group of people, to the point where, you know, I became roommates with one of them, and I used to hang out with them all the time and play all kinds of games, like, you know, Halo multiplayer, back when Halo 1 was the only thing. You had to sit next to each other on a couch and play it, and it was super fun. But no, like, I bought Soul Calibur 2 on the Xbox when it came out. I was very upset that it didn't have Conquest Mode, but that was back before, you know, Xbox Live and online gaming, so it kind of made sense that there was no Conquest Mode. But now that it's called Soul Calibur 2 HD Online, it gives me hope that they're going to add Conquest Mode. I'm really excited to see if they will. I read the article. It was a relatively short article, so I can understand that they didn't say anything about it. And the next thing that I want to talk about is I read an article about horror games and how sequels ruin horror games. Shinji Mikami, the creator of Resident Evil, is the one that said it. And I do agree. What he said was that horror games, when you have a sequel, people playing it already know what to expect. And he's creating a new game. I don't remember what it's called. The Evil Within. And I watched a gameplay video of that. It looks kind of similar to the newer Resident Evils, but it looks a little bit more engaging. I really want to find out a little bit more about this game, so I'll probably be following it. And if I find any cool information, I'll let you guys know. In any case, I'm almost talking longer than this video that I have, so I'm going to have to end it here. Again, guys, this is Restless Corpse and VirtualBromance. This is day 24 of 365 games with Cave Story. If you like the video, go ahead and hit a like on there, maybe favorite it. And if you like VirtualBromance, go ahead and subscribe. We're gonna, like I said last night, we're going to be doing all kinds of new stuff here in the near future. So I hope to see you guys tomorrow. And do me a favor and check out APButula's channel. I'll be putting the link in the description. He's a young, new YouTuber, and he's got a couple videos up. You should go ahead and just check them out. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.